Alright, all my gamer friendulums, a quick little piece of news today. Some fans may have discovered the actual Last of Us Season 2 release date. As you may or may not know, they recently announced it's coming out in April 2025, but for some reason, they did not actually drop an exact date, which I thought was kind of weird considering it's only a few months away. But over here in comicbook.com, some internet sleuths have surmised that they might know when the premiere will occur. As you see over here on Comic Book, they say the premiere date for Season 2 seems to have been discovered in advance of an announcement from HBO. Roughly a week ago, HBO released a new trailer for The Last of Us Season 2 alongside confirmation that this next wave of episodes will begin rolling out in April. To this point, a more well-defined date within April has yet to be given. But some fans on the series think they've determined when Season 2 will begin. And as I have read this already, I tend to agree. Annotated by The Last of Us News on they're likely The Last of Us Season 2 will premiere Sunday, April 13th, which actually sounds like a very accurate date to me. Not that I understand how release dates work or why they come out when they come out, but obviously it was going to be on a Sunday. And the reason for that is the belief that one of HBO's other shows is set to air, specifically Season 3 of The White Lotus, which returns February 16th and will run until its conclusion April 6th. While The White Lotus Season 2, with The White Lotus Season 3 having concluded on this date, it's quite feasible that its time slot will be replaced by The Last of Us a week later. Again, which is why it's unusual that they already had their date for White Lotus February 16th, however long they announced that. Still just a whole unusual situation to moi. Based on how HBO has operated historically, it would make a ton of sense for this network to slot in The Last of Us Season 2 April 13th. For starters, The Last of Us is essentially guaranteed to air on Sundays, as this is what HBO does with all of its biggest shows. I thought that was just a given. Are they saying it's not a given yet? I'm saying it's a given. With The White Lotus set to be returning on April 6th, set to be running, with The White Lotus set to still be running on April 6th, it only really leaves 3 possible dates left for April. Last of Us prepare on the 13th, 20th, or 27th. To have Season 2 start April 13th would ensure that HBO would have a seamless transition from one of its big shows to the next without any gaps in programming. If April 13th is indeed the day that HBO intends to start airing Season 2 in The Last of Us, we should find out in an official Kopassolta soon enough. Until then, all we know for certain is that The Last of Us Season 2 will be considerably shorter than its first, with only 7 episodes in total, when the first season had 9. This, of course, it's all hypothetical. This is just based on what people are thinking, and I think it's a good theory, but it's coming out in April, so I just thought immediately it was weird. Why didn't they not have the exact date yet? And if it is the 13th, why couldn't they just say that if they know when The White Lotus is going to be over? I'm sure we'll get a confirmation pretty soon of when the actual day is, but only time will tell. We will find out pretty soon. Until that time, my friends, don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to keep gaming.